Om Namo Venkatesaya. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavathanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashanteye Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanideye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Smarana Matrena Janma Samsara Bandhanat Vimuchate Namastasmi Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Lakshmi Nata Samarambam Nata Yamuna Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Partaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandatami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Namo Venkatesaya. May pranams everybody. So, chapter 9 of the Bhagavad Gita, Rajavidya Rajagukya Yogam. So, Bhagavan is saying, Avajananti mam modaha manushim tanamashritam param bhavam ajanantaha mama bhuta mahesharam. So, that means all these people, the dull-witted people, modaha, they don't understand. They just think that I am contained in this body, but they don't understand I am the bhuta mahesharam, I am the Lord of this entire universe, and also I am the ultimate Paramatma. They don't understand that. So they just think that I'm contained in this physical body. That's what he says. Let's move on to Sloka number 12.
Namaskaram, Guruji.
Namaste.
Moghasha mogha karmano megha jnana vicetasaha rakshasi masurim chaiva prakrutim mohinim shritaha.
This mogha jnana, it's not meka jnana, mogha. Now, he's talking about the nature of those people who just think that he's contained in this physical body. So that's what he's saying. Mogasha, that means vain hopes. Asha means hope, vain hope. Moga karmanaha, that means vain actions. Moga means waste or vain. So in fact, Bhagavan's one other name is Amogaha. That means anything related to the Bhagavan is not, doesn't go as waste, and therefore is called as Amogaha. Is whatever actions that he does, nothing goes as waste, and therefore is called as Amogaha. So one of the names you find in Vishnu Sahasranama is Amogaha. So Moga means vain or waste. Moga Asha, that means all their hopes are waste or vain. Moga Karmanaha, all their actions are also vain. Moga Jnanaha, that means all their knowledge is also vain. Vichetasaha, senseless people. Chetasa means with senses, which are senseless people. Rakshasi Masuram Prakritim, that means they take the nature of this, the demonic tendencies. Rakshasi Masuram, so that means the Asuras and the Rakshasas kind of Prakriti, that means the nature they take into that. Mohin, because they are being deluded. In the mode of delusion, they think that I am in this physical body, and therefore all their hopes, all their actions, all their knowledge, everything goes waste. So that means there is no results of whatever actions that they are doing, and therefore taking this demonic nature, they just think that I am contained in this physical body, and therefore all their actions and all their hopes and everything goes as waste. That's what Bhagavan says. Contrasting with that, he is going to now talk about the people who are the bhaktas. Sloka number 30.
Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakrutimashritaha bhajantyananya manasaha jnatva bhutadimavyayam.
So, Mahatmanaha, that means the great realists or the great people who are into this, this mode of bhakti. What do? Mam Jnatva, they understand me completely. Not that I am contained in this body of this, this 6 or 7 feet height. Not this one. They understand me completely. Mam Jnatva, O Partha, O Arjuna. They take to Daivim Prakriti Mashita. That means they take the divine nature. The nature becomes one of the divine natures. Unlike the Asurim Sitaha, Rakshasim Asurim Sitaha. The contrast with the demonic kind of nature they have. These people have the divine natures. So these people have the Mahatmanas have the divine nature. O Arjuna, they know me completely. Mam Jnatva. What do? Bhajanti Anya Manasana. Bhajanti Ananya Manasaha. Bhajanti means they worship me completely. Bhaja means to praise or worship. So they worship me. Ananya Manasa. Anya Manasa means thinking of something else. Ananya means not thinking of anything else at all. In fact, in this 22nd sloka, again, he's going to talk about Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yajana Paryupasi. That means without any other thought. So they always think of me only. So Anya Manasa, they don't have anything else. Ananya Manasaha, Bhajanti, they think of me, they praise me, they worship me. Bhuta Adim. So that means I am the beginning, or I am the creator of this entire universe. So they know that I am the creator of this universe. Avyayam, immutable. So that means I'm not only contained in this physical body, I'm the entire creator of this universe, as well as I'm immutable. Having known me like that, Mam Nyatva, and taking to this the divine nature, all these people get into the divine nature and they worship me completely without any other thought. So that means they have Ananya Manas. That means they think of me and me only, worship me and me only. So that is the kind of thought these good people, Mahatmana, have that. So that's what Bhagavan is contrasting with the old one. The previous one where Bhagavan said that no, all these people have these demonic tendencies, and therefore they just think of me containing this this physical body. They don't think of me as the Bhuta Maheswaram. That means I am the Lord of this entire universe. They don't think of me as such, and therefore all their hopes, all their actions, all their jnanas, everything goes as waste. Whereas the people who think of me as the creator of this universe, I'm immutable, and then they, without having any other thought, they think of me and me only. That's what Bhagavan says. Let's move on to sloka number 14.
Satatam kirtayanto ma yatantascha drudhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate.
When he's talking about the actions of those kind of people, the Mahatmana say, what are they saying? Satatam kirtayantaha. Satatam means always. Always thinking, chanting about me, always thinking, even mentally, even if they're not physically doing it, they are mentally chanting me always. Even sometimes we get that feeling also. If you keep on chanting a particular mantra or a sloka, when you get up in the night, in the middle of the night for drinking water or something, then immediately that time also you'll be thinking that the mind is been chanting that particular. That's why when you go to sleep, you should think of your God, or keep chanting something good. That means when the mind goes to sleep also, that thought will keep on revolving in that, the mind as such. So Satatam Kirtayanta, always chanting about me. Mam means me. Yatantascha Dridavata, they always make continuous efforts. Yatana means efforts, always continuously making efforts. Dridhavrataha, with a very firm resolve. With a firm resolve that I should be only doing service to the Bhagavan, kainkariam to the Bhagavan, with that kind of a Dridhavrataha, with a very firm, resolve. Dridhavrataha, Namasyantaha, Mam. They also keep worshipping me, they keep prostrating towards me, bhaktya, with love and affection. So they prostrate before me, not just as a formality, but with all love and affection, they just prostrate before me. Nitya yuktaha, they are always united with me. That thought-wise, they are always thinking about it. One, of course, Satatam Kirtan, they also, we saw that. And also he says, Ananya Manasaha. That means without no other thought, they always keep thinking about me, and therefore they thought, in their thoughts, they are always with me. Nitya yuktaha, upasate, they worship me. That means they do that upasana. That means they worship me. So what are the qualities of the person who is thinking about that? The first quality is, we saw that earlier, Bhajanti Ananya Manasaha. So that means they keep on thinking about him without any other thought. Then Satatam Kirtan, always keep chanting about Bhagavan mentally or physically. Yatanta, with that firm resolve of I should do always service to the Bhagavan as such, always prostrating and worshipping before Bhagavan with love and affection, mentally always residing in him. These are the kind of actions that Nitya, that means a person who is devoted to Bhagavan will keep on always thinking about Bhagavan, mentally reciting the name of the Lord, physically chanting also sometimes. Kirtanam, he will do Kirtanam, then he will prostrate before Bhagavan with all love and affection. Always he will remain in the thought. Just as we have been, supposing somebody asks you, who are you? That I am so and so, that thought is always in our mind. Whatever actions we may do, the moment the first thing you get up is, nobody need to tell you that I am so and so, I am so and so. That thought is always there in our mind without even we knowing about it. Like that, the bhaktas will always be thinking about Bhagavan, because Bhagavan thought they don't have to, this. In fact, in this one of the episodes in Srimad Bhagavatam, where Bhagavan is staying in Mathura. So because of, after killing Kamsa, Bhagavan is staying in Mathura. At that time, the Gopikas, he told Gopikas that he'll come back very soon. But then Gopikas have been thinking that the Krishna is coming back to us. So he was also Bhagavan is feeling a little, this discomfort. So he's asking Uddhava he has been talking about these gopikas to Uddhava. So Uddhava thought that no, all these people are only rustic women, maybe village girls. I have got an education from this Brahaspati, that is the Deva Guru, about ethics as well as the law, the Sastram as well as this, this on the Dharma. So so he had that feeling of that he is greater than the Gopikas in terms of his bhakti towards Sri Krishna Paramatma. So Krishna wanted to teach a lesson to Uddhava, and therefore he said that, no, Uddhava, can you do me a favor? Yes. He said, of course, Bhagwan, you are my, not only my friend, you are the Paramatma. So what do you want me to do? So you just go to Gokulam and then tell all those people, they carry me a message saying that I'm being, I'm being forced to stay here because of the nature of work that I got to do. And therefore, but I'll soon come and meet all of you. So just send this message to them, convey this message to the Gopikas. So Uddhava goes all the way to Gokula. He reaches in the evening with the place of this Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maiya. So the moment they see this chariot coming from Mathura, all the people thought that maybe Krishna would have come. So all the Gopikas come rushing towards this, this Nanda Baba's house, and they find that Uddhava is staying there. So Uddhava meets them and then communicates this message. So Uddhava also wanted to, teach these people, these people must not be knowing, they will not be knowing about, this meditation and all those things, dhyanam. So tomorrow morning around 4 o'clock, all of you people come to Yamuna, take bath there. All of you bring one piece of cloth separately, and therefore I am going to teach you about dhyanam. So these people, village people, they thought maybe this man is with Krishna, so he must be teaching something good for us. So let's all come tomorrow. So all the people came there. So Krishna said, "Have you taken bath?" Yes, yes. So then then put a cloth on the sand. Then each one of you sit in a comfortable position, but each one should not touch each other. So all those instructions he gave, like what we do in this guided meditation. So all of them sat together. Then he said that, no, all of you close your eyes. Then he said, you raise your elbow. I mean, the back as well as the neck, and then this head should be in a straight line. All those things they follow. Then he said, slowly close your eyes. Mentally think about Krishna. And immediately all these people, started laughing. Then Uddhava was upset. He said, no, I'm going to teach you something important. You people are laughing, or you are not taking it seriously. Then he said, why are you laughing? He said, you tell me if there is something which you have got where we can forget Krishna. Because all the 24/7, whatever work we are doing, we are only thinking about Krishna. And this Krishna is never coming to us, and therefore we want to forget about Krishna. If you got a technique which will enable us to forget Krishna for about 5-10 minutes, you'll be happy to do that. So that was the kind of the bhakti bhava of the gopis had, Ananya Manasa, because always thinking about Bhagavan as such, and that's what Bhagavan is talking about in this particular sloka. So they will always be thinking about Bhagavan mentally, physically. So then let's move on to sloka number 15.
Guruji, shall we split this word chapyanye or else?
Yeah. Jnana yajnena chapyanye yajanto mam upasate. So that.
Jnana yajnena chapyanye yajanto mam upasate ekatvena prudhatvena bahudha vishvato mukham.
He's talking about different types of devotees. So some other people, what do they do? Jnana yajnena chapi anye, other type of people. Jnana yajna. Jnana yajna is what? All that we are doing is only jnana yajna. We are spreading the message of Bhagavan's name, Vishnu Sahasranamam chanting, all those things. We are only spreading the message across to the entire globe. That is jnana yajna. So that means we are spreading the message of the Bhagavan to the entire universe, carrying this message. And therefore, jnana yajnena chap. Other people do that. That is also one form of worship. Yajanto mam upasate. So that means these people think about me, they do worship to me, they worshipping me through this yajanta. Yajanta means this sacrificing. That is jnana yajnam, means sacrificing in the sense, you don't do it for any selfish purpose. So all that you're not carrying the message of Vishnu Sahasranama for any selfish motive or anything, like for my own name or fame or getting some money out of that. All those things are only selfish motives. So just for the sake of spreading the message of Bhagavan, you are doing that is yajanta, sacrifice, upasade. Some people worship me through spreading the message, jnana yajnena che anye. Ekatvena pratikvena. Ekatvena, in oneness, pratigna is multiple, separately, each one, bahuda vishvato mukham. That means the other people think of that, worship Bhagavan as one supreme God who is residing in all these places. He is the only single God, but he is manifesting in different Bahuda Mukam, Bahuda Vishwato Mukam. So the entire universe got multitude of creatures and multiple Jivatmas, but it is the Bhagavan only. He is the only person who is manifesting through these various Bahuda Mukam, various types of people, Prithakvena, separately, each one, but he is the only Ekatvam. So that is what, we saw that in the previous, chapter 7, we saw Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. That means he sees everything as Vasudeva. As I told you earlier also, these people like Sant Jnaneshwar was able to see Panduranga Vitala even in a buffalo. So that is what they are able to see the Vasudeva and everything. So this is another form of worship. People are able to see Bhagavan everywhere. Once they see Bhagavan everywhere, their mind will always be thinking about Bhagavan only. So because they are seeing everything as Bhagavan as such. So that is another form of worship. Some people do the Jnana Yajnam, spreading the message of Bhagavan and chanting his names. Other type of people see Bhagavan everywhere. So that means Ekatvena Pratakvena Bahuda Vishwato Mukam. That means he's seeing this entire universe as multitude, all manifesting as Vasudeva himself, as Bhagavan himself. So that is also another form of worship. So there's some people worship like that. So that's what Bhagavan says. We'll continue the discussion tomorrow. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Krishna 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 Krishna.